a choice, go fight against your fate. Pain will come with the blaze. Pain will wake up a dead man and crowd in this torment world somehow. Unsheathe the sword not to kill. Unsheathe the sword to rid those towns of underground. Wake up and start together now.
Forget about the rules, we don't know what it brought. There was chasers of light, find a way when we get there. We have no way to know where they all headed for. See the light from afar.
Honkai Star Rail. So, last time we were doing some business stuff, but now we're gonna go doing the Don Hung story quest. Jupiter Free, are you busy these days? I would like to ask you to accompany me on a certain task. So you're worried that someone in Xianzhou might want to hurt you, and want me as your bodyguard? You jest. I just want to meet the current High Elder of the Lafu Vidyadhara. I want to ask about some bygone matters, so that I will better understand what I can still do to make amends for my past life. Okay, I'll be there anytime you need me. Thank you. Let us meet at Sinwood Pavilion in his Octing Sanctum. Get this done, and then after I'm all done, I'll go and edit things.
Where to now?
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Hung?
I didn't expect him to be walking around in dragon form.
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be?
Just imagine I'm a street lamp, barely even here.
I'm sorry, but Xianzhou's street lamps aren't in the habit of eavesdropping on conversations. I'm speaking with Master Dan Hung. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
She is a close friend. I've invited her along to bear witness. Please, treat her as you would me. Now, what was your request?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu.
Care to elaborate?
Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng. His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Lafu's High Elder succession. The Preceptors heard of Master Dan Hung's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Lafu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Dan Hung were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her.
Another suitable candidate? Who does the Vidyadhara hope for?
Such a major matter as this is naturally up to the Preceptor Elders. I couldn't possibly say.
I don't think she even wants to be the High Elder.
I've been a maid here for 12 years now, and was with my mistress every day as she studied medicine and received tutelage. I've witnessed her countless escapes, and the inevitable, unwilling returns. As far as a Xianzhou is concerned, children like her enjoy a charmed and happy childhood. But as a High Elder in nothing but name alone, Miss Bailu is highly restricted in her actions and has no freedom or say about her own life. I can't bear it. Your Highness, please think about this poor child.
Shouldn't you ask Bailu herself about this?
Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
Then I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her.
Should I keep this a secret from the others?
No need. March will find out sooner or later. You know that I'm a descendant of the Luofu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it. Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do. The start skiff is ready. Let's go.
Oh, right there.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
I was planning to teleport somewhere.
Cultured.
I don't believe
Need
in
your
ghosts.
extractor cleaned or your
The rumors are true. You really are back. I'm Hilo Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the Great Sinner has returned to the Luofu and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Leave this troubled place immediately.
Are you here about the High Elder succession too?
Certainly. Miss Bailu has weathered nothing but criticism since she was granted the title. But the Alchemy Commission firmly believes that girl to be a precious diamond in the rough. She is compassionate, kind, and 100 times better than Dan Feng. Moreover, Dan Feng selected her as High Elder, making her the leader of the Luofu Vidyadhara. Fate chose her as our sovereign, and we bowed down before that destiny. Now that you're back, everything has changed. The preceptors are starting to think of finding other candidates, which means nothing but trouble for Miss Bailu.
I have no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Luofu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Excuse me. Are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission, Delph?
Oh, well, hello. What are you doing over here?
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture.
Yes, many each with their own agenda in mind.
Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Don Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then?
The Vidyadhara elders want to choose a new High Elder.
The power struggle between the Preceptors and their High Elder is a tale as old as time. And someone as powerful as Don Feng, who was completely beyond their control, was enough for them to harbor a hidden rage. The Elders used to have a small say in appointing the new High Elder. Who could have imagined that Don Feng would pick his own successor? And yet, that is precisely what happened, and all they could do was accept the result. Now that Don Hong has arrived, the Elders see yet another chance. How could they let it go?
Pretty bold of them.
Us outsiders should not judge the laws of the Vidyadhara. The Preceptors have been suppressed for some time now. They will inevitably try to overturn the situation.
The Alchemy Commission hopes that Bailu can stay on as High Elder.
These people speak of legitimacy. They believe that Bailu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless she were to commit a terrible sin, the Preceptors should have no right whatsoever to choose again. The Healer Lady has draconic features, and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder. But the Preceptors are fixated on strength, and are unwilling to accept her. Now that Don Feng's reincarnation has shown a command over the vast marine expanse of luminescent depths, those longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder feel increasingly uneasy.
Very conservative of
After
them.
Don Feng's abdication, they fought against the Preceptors and saved Bailu's dignity. They demonstrated a true devotion. These folks aren't the type to just let it go.
General, what do you think about this?
It is an internal affair of the Vidyadharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Luofu, it does not involve the General of the Cloud Knights. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bailu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Luofu, the Vidyadhara will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously.
Probably should.
Master Don Hung, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bailu?
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere.
Oh no,
A
assassins.
criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Vidyadhara.
Wait. Master Don Hung's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the Preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Vidyadhara will never accept him.
There you go.
Die, Donfeng. You say Donfeng was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. World-cleansing dragon.
As I expected, Donfeng, you have returned.
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Danheng.
They came for me. I'm sorry you got dragged into it.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Danheng, after your meeting, will you go with me to see the elders?
Should I ever want to meet the preceptors, Miss Huanxi, I'll ask you to pass on the message.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
It could be dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
Like always, Danheng? Let's make this quick. Imbibiter Lune. It feels like an age since we stood shoulder to shoulder.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages. An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Danheng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Danheng, Miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Danheng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
You're Danheng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea and Scale Gorge waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Danfeng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the Lawfu Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu,
Guanxi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry. Wow, what a magnificent sight. Is that the Ambrosial Arbor?
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Danfeng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragon Heart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Danfeng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots.
This feeling.
We're seeing a better picture for this.
That's it. You did it. And this alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really, really huge, and the whole of Scale Gorge Waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danheng, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming. You! Who are you? Protect Bailu! I sent a storm.
Hey! I'm doing the protecting here. Nobody's getting hurt with me around.
Savor the vigor of life. Let's make it quick. Unworthy of my time. Try harder. Time for a shot. Nap time. Stand down and I'll spare you. Fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight. This is our chance. All will be revealed. In lunar flame! You're in bad shape.
I get
How
that.
did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us. Seems like some people have had enough of my presence.
I wonder if they were sent by those preceptors.
If I'm their target, why would they come after Bailu? We don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here.
Well, ain't
Go.
that a change of... Let's see. Winston's on, but will he join a party? And is my stuff cut short?
Look at that shadow. Could it be an assassin?
Don't worry. Those things aren't hostile.
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Is that you, Danpeng? Have you returned?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
Is this a Videodora ghost?
These floating shadows are called mirage echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
Seems this mirage mistook me for Danfeng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Videodora, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge Waterscape in the process. If your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have
but I sure have had the surprise of a... Yeah, I don't have anything.
abandoned yourself. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the transmutation.
But I wasn't expecting you.
And the preceptors can help you keep your secret. Isn't that draconic abomination you created proof of the transmutation arcanum's success?
Every time that happens, I cannot tell if...
I heard that Danfeng craved the powers of our dragon ancestor
You've been making
long
sounds with this
permanence,
microphone.
and created a monstrous dragon-like creature. That must be what he's referring to. And so they came up with Shenzhou.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, I was muted for Christ's sake.
Yes, you were. I mean, for a second there, I heard you say something about, like, I heard a very quiet shit, and I'm like, oh, I guess someone walked in or called, and so I wasn't gonna say anything.
No, that I think was sounded just me being rude.
Like this
Did you
mirage
fucking just...
He thought that the Videodora was
Huh?
superior to other races, and that he was
Bird, I
superior
swear to
other
God.
Videodora.
Alright, hold on, I need to turn a light on real quick.
You didn't get shit on just now, did you?
My worry is that they just shit on my sandwich.
Oh no.
But it looks clean, I don't think they did. I think they just swatted something down because it sounded hard.
You'll know if you were having, if there's all of a sudden mayo on your sandwich.
Fuck you guys, man. I'm just trying to eat a sandwich in peace. Dude, you gotta shit all over my humble abode because you like hanging out with me because you don't like being alone, you fucking cock waffles.
They like you, bruh. It's just how it goes.
It's great, but it sucks nuts at the same time.
Alright, hang on.
'Cause every night